Well, National Physical Therapy Month may have just wrapped up, but it's always good to keep focusing on your well-being.
That's right. Maybe you need to do a post-Halloween stretch or two. This morning, ABC 15's Amanda Kenseth joining us live, showing us ways we can best protect our body heading into the colder fall and winter months. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, that's right. Yeah, all that trick-or-treating, your knees might start to hurt. Plus, when the cold weather comes, everything starts to stiffen up a little bit. So, Megan, you have some tips for us, because a lot of people have knee problems.
So I'm going to show you just a couple exercises you can do. Go ahead and lay down for me, Amanda.
Okay, so this is stuff people can do at home. While you're watching us even, right?
Yes, exactly. So hamstrings kind of attached to the back of the leg down to the knee. A lot of people get tight from sitting. So one quick stretch you can do, if you go ahead and lay down on your back, you can use a belt, a towel, or you can just grab the back of your leg. Okay, just go ahead and pull it up just like this until you feel a nice good pull right here. Amanda's pretty flexible. But these muscles attached to your knee can kind of make you tight. So that's a good stretch. You can also bring it across your body. Get a nice good pull right here on the side, keeping that back flat, so that kind of stretches the side of your hip where your muscles are on the side right there. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, come back. Another good one that kind of works the bottom a little bit and kind of it comes down is if you pull this leg across your body to the opposite shoulder, you should feel that pull kind of right there in the bottom. That kind of gets the back of the hip area that kind of affects the knee. Feel okay?
Yeah.
All right, and if you want to roll to your stomach.
And so all this stuff helps the knee.
Yes.
And you might not think about it helping the knee because it's kind of working different parts, but it all works together.
Most of the muscles with the knee come from the hip, come from the back, so you want to stretch kind of that whole area that affects the knee. We're going to do a calf stretch too because the calf muscle comes from your ankle and attaches above the knee, so it's all kind of one big chain and all connected. A good one for kind of the front of the hip that comes down below the knee, especially if you have knee pain, kind of down below that kneecap area. This is a good muscle to stretch. You can pull this leg up. You can kind of hold it with your hand, or you can use the same thing with the belt. Kind of hook this around.
And then real quick, I just want to point out, she's back here behind us with a ball kind of doing some exercises too, and this is something else that you can
and that kind of takes the stress off some of the knee joints a little bit because you have that support with the ball. So if someone who's a little bit more painful and more stiff, this is a good thing to loosen up, especially early in the morning, like Amanda said, when you're a little chilly and a little cold.
Yeah. All right, getting those knees feeling better, guys.
All right, thanks to everyone there at ATI this morning.
Yeah, stretches definitely look nice. Well,
Caitlin, do you have trouble waking up feeling fresh and rejuvenated? Well, it may be because you're not stretching. National Physical Therapy Month just wrapped up, and this morning we're getting some tips. ABC 15's Amanda Kenseth is live this morning in Myrtle Beach at ATI Physical Therapy. Good morning.
Good morning, that's right. Yeah, a lot of people have aches and pains, especially as we go into the colder season. Knees and back and shoulders, those are some big ones. We talked about knees earlier. Let's talk about back. I mean, so many people have back problems. Help us, Megan.
Okay. Give it my shot. Just a couple exercises you can do in the morning before you even get out of bed, just to kind of loosen those back muscles up. Laying 8 hours at night, you know, it's going to stiffen up or whatever. So here's a couple exercises you can do even before you get up. First one, just grab the back of one knee, kind of pull it to your chest a little bit. You can grab behind the knee like this if your knee kind of bothers you. Just holding that 30 seconds to a minute just to kind of stretch those muscles out. Do both sides. If you're able to, you can even grab both legs and kind of give it a little bit bigger stretch and just kind of pull. Same thing. It just kind of pulls those muscles in the back, kind of limbers everything up a little bit. Another one you can do that's really good, just keep your knees or your feet right there, just move your knees side to side, just kind of like you're rocking yourself to sleep, just kind of stretches those muscles out and just kind of limbers everything up in the morning. You can even hold it for a few seconds just to get a nice good pull right there as well. Okay. Another one you can do, go ahead and get on your hands and knees.
On my hands and knees? Okay.
This is a good kind of stretch, really good in the morning. What you're going to do is keep your hands right there, bring your bottom back towards your feet, kind of tuck your head, and you get a nice good pull, kind of stretches all through here and through the back muscles and hips. If you have bad knees, you can even do this in standing, like on a counter or something. You can pull both hands to one side and then kind of get just a different stretch and kind of get a stretch on one side, especially if you're a side sleeper. It kind of limbers up that one side, and you can do the other side. So like I said, these are all really good to do just in the morning before you even get up and start moving, just to kind of limber some muscles up.
I like that. You don't even have to get out of bed.
I know, even better, huh?
So you do those and you'll feel fantastic,
exactly.
Right, for the rest of the day?
Especially warm up those muscles, heat up those tissues, and you'll get up and feel a little bit better and ready to go. Go get your coffee.
I'm going to be bouncing around all day.
Yeah.
Oh, you're bouncing around anyway, Amanda. Looking good this morning. Thanks so much. Thank you so much there, Caitlin. National Physical Therapy Month may have just wrapped up, but it's always good to focus on your well-being. And joining us live this morning at ATI Physical Therapy in Myrtle Beach is ABC 15's Amanda Kenseth. She's showing us ways we can protect our bodies going into the colder months.
That's right. Everything starts to stiffen up getting into these colder months, and then knees and back and shoulders. Those are three major areas that give people a lot of problems.
One of the things you can do, especially when you get stiff, neck tends to get tight. If your neck's tight, it really plays an effect on the shoulders. So just a couple exercises that you could do. First one is if you're sitting, just kind of bring your head to one side, keeping that nose forward. It kind of stretches that neck out, which comes down and attaches to that shoulder. It feels really good. You don't want to push through the pain. And then you can just switch and go the other side. Hold for about 30 seconds, but it's a nice, good thing to kind of limber everything up. Posture plays a big role with shoulders too. If you're slouching, it pinches the shoulders, kind of irritates everything. You can't lift your arms up nearly as high when you slouch. When you come up nice and tall and you raise your arms up, your arms go a lot higher.
Yeah, big difference. Look at that.
Okay.
So posture plays a big role. So sitting at a computer most of the time, slouching throughout the day, that's going to really tighten up everything in here. A couple stretches you can do, especially in the arthritic shoulders, tight shoulders. If you have like a broom handle, Swiffer handle, something that's lightweight, there's a certain thing you can do to kind of stretch out. So if you want to lay on your back,
Okay.
you can just take this in your hands and you can raise it up overhead and just kind of stretch everything out. That way you still have some support with that cane, but it's a great way just to kind of loosen up the shoulders, and you can kind of go different ways and twist it around type thing. Another one that you can do is just kind of rotate side to side to kind of loosen things up, and then you can go the other way just to kind of limber things up in the morning. So if you have it laying by your bed, you can do this to kind of stretch out.
Yeah, I can feel that. I can feel that right there. All right. Yeah, give this a try. I like that. Before you even get out of bed in the morning, you can get all your stretching done. Matt?
Looking good. Some good tips there. Thank you, Amanda. Do you ever have trouble waking up and feeling fresh and rejuvenated? It may be because you're not stretching. National Physical Therapy Month just wrapped up. This morning, we're still getting some tips, though. ABC 15's Amanda Kenseth is live at Myrtle Beach, in Myrtle Beach at ATI Physical Therapy, showing us all sorts of stretches you can do. Good morning.
Good morning, that's right. Yeah, we're kind of hitting the main parts that people have a lot of problems with. Your knees, your back, your shoulders. Shoulders, knees, and toes. I think as you get older, that's what you feel like. It's just everything hurts. But we've gone through stretching, and stretching is so important. You said even before you get out of bed, it's just doing some stretches back here. This is good for your back. And then also strengthening exercises.
Even just the basic stuff. Once again, staying in bed. I mean, you can do standing exercises. They're great for you, but there's also just a couple things you can do lying down. Hips, core, all that stuff is very important for back, knees, shoulders, everything. Everything kind of comes from this area. So just a couple exercises you can do. We can modify it depending what's bothering you. So go ahead and lay down. First one is if you bend one knee, straighten the other. You can just do simple leg lifts. Go ahead and lift that leg up, come back down. It kind of works the tummy, which is going to help the shoulders and going to help the hips. You can do both legs. Another good one if you're able to. You don't want to irritate the back, but if you just lift your bottom up and come back down, that kind of works the glutes, gets the sides of the hips, gets the tummy's muscles as well, which just helps strengthen everything overall. And plus, it's a great stretch for your back. Another one you can do if you can't lay on your side, just get a band. Tie your legs together, and then if you just pull those knees apart and then slowly come back together, that kind of works the hips as well, getting things stronger. And you can also just take a pillow and put it in between the knees. I'm taking your pillow. And then if you just want to squeeze those knees together, that kind of works the inner thighs as well. So those are just some simple basic ones you can do before you get out of bed to help kind of strengthen things up, and as you get stronger, progress to more difficult exercises.
Instant Thigh Master.
Thigh Master, yes.
Matt?
Jane Fonda.
You're doing great there. Some good exercises to keep in mind. Thanks, Amanda.